Subscribe to James the Sheriff Dixon, you motherfucker.
This is Fun Times with the Sheriff, the season 5 premiere. Big season this season. By the end of this season, but I just want to say before I start, 50 episodes overall after this season. Yep. And I got Eric to start me off here.
Yo, man, how's it going? How's things? How you doing?
I'm doing good. So I guess we can just start. I was just talking about it.
Let's just jump into it, man. Tell me about what you've been watching. Tell me what you've been up to on this stuff.
So let's start with Extraction that just came out.
Yes.
This week, I think, right? Thursday or Friday?
That is right.
So it was really good. There's a 40-minute prison break sequence in the movie that I really
loved. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like uncut, and I really loved it.
So this is Extraction 2,
yes.
And it's written by the Russos again, right?
Yeah, the same guys who did the first one, yes.
Okay, and they did all like the Marvel movies or whatever, but it's directed by a different guy, right?
Yes,
It's not directed by them?
Yes. It's directed by them, but like written by somebody else, yeah.
Okay. So, was it... I guess my big question is like, is it fun to watch?
Oh,
it
yeah, like I said,
a movie. I just want to have fun watching.
Yeah, I threw it on, and it was like half hour in that, like I was just saying, there's a 40-minute prison sequence that's like uncut. And I was amazed by it because it's like an uncut action sequence. Like the camera just follows Chris Hemsworth for like 40 minutes.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. What's her name? Golshifteh Farahani, I think is her name. She is in that movie and in every other movie. I feel like she's been showing up in a lot of stuff. Very interesting, very cool, very like what a cool setting for this movie and everything. The first one is very... I had a good time watching Extraction 1. It felt like very much like a Netflix movie.
Yeah, like
do you feel like this is like more of the same?
Yeah, you don't have to watch the first and watch this one. It
Yeah.
does pick up right after the first one, but like they don't really like mention anything at all that happens in the first one and this one.
Okay. I remember the first one ending with like him being inside of a pool or something.
Oh, he got shot in the back.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. This just looks like I mean, you gotta have room for a movie like this that doesn't have to be $300 million to make.
Yeah.
That can be sort of a little bit schlocky, very like, this guy's the hero and these are the bad guys and that's all we're doing here, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Oh yeah, it's just like, it's definitely something like you said earlier, you can just throw on if you have like friends or family over and just put it on and then they can check out if it's on or whatever.
Big action movie and then like they start having dialogue and you go, nah, I don't want that, I just want more of the action. So you can check out when they have the dialogue.
That was definitely the selling point. They didn't do a story at all really with this one like they did with the first one.
There you go. He is simply on an extraction.
It kind of reminded me of that one movie they released a few years back with Gail Gadot, Dwayne Johnson, and Ryan Reynolds.
Red something?
Yes, that.
It just very much like, this is an action movie. Red Notice. It was just like, this is an action movie. You are welcome to watch this. It is simply an action movie. And you go,
and here's a bunch of people you like,
Nothing wrong with that. I think that's why you have, you know, streaming services like this. Because this is the straight to VHS type of action movie.
Yeah, like you get from Blockbuster or something.
Yes, exactly. And again, it doesn't have to be $300 million. It can just be something where you go like, oh, this is fun, and that's it.
And speaking of which, I was just our guy Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was just watching Fubar this last night.
Oh, that's like that newer one, right?
The Arnold, Arnold Schwarzenegger
like
plays a retired. Yeah, he plays a retired spy, and they want to bring him back for one last mission. Yeah.
Hell yeah. He is good for him in the career that he's had, doing what he's done and how he's done it. Hell yeah, dude. Why not? Like,
it's like I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, I'll throw it on. He's one of the only...
Yeah, right. It's just that. Like, this is definitely one where I'm sure that when he's doing the action sequences, it's shot in close on his face, and then it cuts to wide and behind him, or just his arms.
Oh.
And it is not him.
Yeah, no, you can you can definitely tell he's of his age. They even say they even make fun of him for being old in the show.
That's crazy. He's in great shape. He looks fantastic. Like,
oh, that's the other joke, that he's like in great shape for like a 65-year-old or a 70-year-old or whatever. Yeah.
That's so funny. He is. Let's see. He's 75.
Yeah, I was about to say he plays 60 in the show, which
Can you believe that he said that Arnold Schwarzenegger is 75 years old? That's
the
crazy.
way they de-age him in the stuff, it's like, I could definitely tell he wasn't playing a 60-year-old. I was like, there's no way he's 65.
No. Of course not. But this is fine. Let him do this thing, and there's not a problem with it. I don't have an issue with it. It's fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's okay. So,
what else you been watching?
I just binged The Bear too. The new season dropped.
Oh, man. Here's the thing. I don't watch as much stuff as I used to, but man, The Bear is high on that list of like. I really
Season 2
gotta
drops the 22nd, which was the beginning of this week. They dropped. It surprised me. They dropped the entire season.
It's all coming out at once?
Yeah, they dropped the whole season. You can binge it. Yeah.
I didn't.
That surprised me. I looked at it. It's on Hulu too. I looked at it and I'm like, wow, they just dropped the whole season in one day. Did they make a mistake or something? No, the last season they released week by week. This one they just drop it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I really like Io Debris. She's very funny. She is
the sister.
She plays Sid. She plays Sydney.
Yeah. The one that just
she
came in.
is so funny. She's on a podcast. She shows up occasionally. Hadn't been on in a while. There's a podcast that I listen to called Hollywood Handbook, and she'll show up there, and she is so effortlessly funny and so like, oh, she's just good. She's just so cool, and I love that she's like the one of the breakout stars for this thing. And she's getting a bunch of different looks for a bunch of different movies. She's in like a bunch of upcoming stuff, but I think she's in that new Clone High, which I think is very cool.
I heard about that one too.
Yeah, and then she's just in a bunch of stuff, and a bunch of stuff that's coming out soon, which is good for her. She plays April in April O'Neil in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, yeah.
That, which I think like the animation for that looks really cool.
The one that Seth Rogen's doing, right?
Yeah, it looks at least like it's at least interesting, and also John Cena's in it.
And he was great in Peacemaker.
Yeah. Is it Jackie Chan in the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Do you know?
I know. I think the last thing I saw that Seth Rogen was trying to get him into it, though.
That's cool. I hope he is, because that's wild. If you get Jackie Chan in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, hell yeah, why not?
But to so cool. Circle back to The Bear, there is a really great episode, and I don't want to give much spoilers, but there's a really great flashback episode of the guy from Shameless, the older brother.
Yeah.
Where he talks about his family and a Christmas party and their mom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of stars in it. Jamie Lee Curtis,
really?
Shane from The Walking Dead, John Berthel.
Wow. Oh, wow.
John Mulaney's in it, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's my favorite episode of season 2 is that Christmas episode, and it's a standalone episode from the series. That's awesome. All right, you might have convinced me. I have to go watch The Bear. All right. Talked me into. You twisted my arm. But yeah, I'll watch anything that John Berthel's in. He's great.
He is. He's very good, and I like that he's getting a lot of looks and in a lot of stuff too. I think that's very cool. He's been doing it for like a really long time, so why not?
All right.
Get him in more stuff.
So another movie I saw recently was one of the new Guardians.
Oh, did you watch? I don't know. I don't think I know anyone who saw that really. How was it? What'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was really good. It came out the week right before the new Spider-Verse came out. It was really good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So the only thing that I heard about it is that if you like animals, it gets fucked up for a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
oh man, that's fucked
don't
up.
like. I've said this to people who want to go see, who I know who like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a animal torture movie. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And I know that it's like, I get it. It's a Disney thing, and they're not going to like show all this stuff. But it's just like, man, I don't want to think
Highly
about this shit.
hinted.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. You watch the second one, Kurt Russell's a planet. You know what I mean? Like, we can do anything. We don't have to like show these animals being fucking tortured. That sucks.
Yeah, it's mostly about Rocket and him
Yeah.
becoming the leader of like the Guardians as they all go their
Yeah.
separate ways.
Mm-hmm. That's fun. Is it like like a fun movie?
Oh yeah, no, they like Dave Bautista is one of my favorite parts. There's probably
Hell yeah.
the scene out there where he talks about what the purpose of a couch is for 2 minutes. Like it's oblong, you can lay on it, but you can't. There's just 2 minutes of them arguing
That's
about
funny.
what you can do with the couch.
Yeah, and that's all you really want. Like from those movies, that's what you want. That's fun.
So I can move on.
Mhm.
I did watch that new Little Mermaid. I messaged that. to
Oh
you.
wow. I heard pretty positive things about it. I'm not a big fan of the hey, we're gonna do a live action remake of the movie that you already loved. But was it any good?
Oh, I loved it. I think I told you my favorite Disney princess was Ariel as a kid, and
Oh, cool.
seeing
Oh, that's
it,
great.
I didn't mind it, the change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was it pretty good? Like you feel like it held pretty true, but like did enough differently to be like, oh, I'm interested in what we're doing here.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I watched it. Yeah, they changed up enough of it. Yeah.
Man, that's cool. Did you so you had a good time? You recommend it?
Oh yeah, I recommend it. And
Oh, that's
speaking of, I also saw the new Peter Pan dropped on Disney Plus too. That same week.
What is the new Peter Pan? I don't remember. This.
There's a new I forget, but there was a new Peter Pan that they did a remake on again, and there's a new Captain Hook actor that takes a spot from him in the movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
What?
Yeah, because the new Peter Pan, the actor kid's never acted before other than this movie. So yeah.
Oh wow. Why did they do that? That's weird.
Just to cast, I think, for future movies, a younger Peter Pan.
Oh, it's Jude Law as Captain Hook.
Yeah. He's really good.
It's Jude Law. He's great. Oh wow, Jim Gaffigan's in it. Oh, this is crazy. I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It came out it was released on Disney Plus the same week The Little Mermaid came out in theaters.
Oh wow, dude, I didn't hear anything about this. What's the whole thing? Did you watch it all?
Yeah.
Is it just Peter Pan? Like,
It's pretty much just
all-
a story retold. Yeah,
Huh.
beat for beat.
That's,
Like it kind of reminded me of Hook a little bit with the way they more focused on Captain Hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. I had no idea that was even a thing. Okay, very cool. What else you been watching?
I did watch that Children of the Corn too at the beginning of the year.
Oh man, what the hell? What'd you think of that?
So to go into this, I've never seen any of the older ones, but now I want to because of this one. It sucked.
I mean, it's the one like this is from. This Children of the Corn movie is from what, like a few years ago? Is it that one?
No, it's the one that came out in like February.
There was a Children of the Corn that came out in February?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know about this. Are you serious?
Yeah, look at Children of the Corn 2023, I believe. Yeah. There's a little girl
What?
there's a little girl that's like possessed by a demon in this one, yeah.
Oh, okay. And what did you think of it? I mean, like, it wasn't good?
No, it sucked.
That-
And I haven't seen any of the original ones, but that made me want to. They even showed the demon in it, and I don't think there's a demon in any of the other ones.
No, it's definitely like
Yeah.
it's like a devil. There's like a devil thing, kind of like
I
like
know you're
there's
right, it
a
was-
satanic piece to it, but not like that.
It was 2020. You're right. It wasn't 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, because I'm looking at 2023 and I went no fucking way. That's insane. That's so crazy. I was gonna say I knew that there was one a few years ago, but like I don't know anybody that saw it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that you watched that. Have you not seen the original ones at all?
No, I was just saying I did not see any of the originals, but that made me want to try to appreciate them more because I know it's like a cult classic or whatever.
The first one, like, I don't want to say like the first one's good because I don't think that the first one is necessarily good, but I do think if you're interested at all, you should watch it because you definitely get how it became part of like the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
And why it was a thing that people kind of like referenced and knew.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a very good
slow burn.
movie. Yeah. But even still, even like if you call it a slow burn, I don't think it's particularly good. It's only 90 minutes. I remember it only being like it's pretty short, but it's pretty interesting. Like I think that there's enough there where you go like, oh, that's a pretty cool movie. Like it's a great little piece, and then they made
references off of it.
100, and then they just made like 100 more. They just kept making.
Just like the Jason or the Friday, the Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
It's just like that. It's just a thing where they go like, oh my god, there's so many more, and it's all this other stuff, and like none of them are good. The first one's the best one, but even still, like none of them are good. Most of them, I think that's like a big boon for like the straight to VHS market in the 90s is just, it's
popping those.
Here are these kind of horror movies that here's a bunch of blood. It's just that. Like that's all they kind of become.
So I do
where the first one definitely has less of that and more of the heavy lifting of like what is going on here, and that's pretty cool. So,
I do want to touch this up on because of the time of we're recording this. Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary was June 11th.
Crazy, man. They are still going for it, huh? What did you I think Jurassic Park still cool. First one, recommend to people. Great movie. They've made so many more at this point.
We've talked about it.
I just don't know that I can recommend the whole series.
we talked about it. We dunked on the Jurassic World a lot in this series of podcasts.
Yeah, but it's pretty crazy. I mean, it was like I think it's a pretty universally beloved movie. I think that
still
it's
holds
fun
up
to
after 30
revisit
years
if you haven't seen it in a long time.
Since it still holds up after 30 years too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And I think it's fun. I think it's the right amount of thrilling and scary that you can show it to kids now and they'll still be really entertained. Like the pace doesn't feel too slow.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a fun movie. It's a fun, crazy movie. I
couldn't help but hate on the Jurassic World series while watching it this weekend because I was like, the dinosaurs are your best friends in Jurassic World. No, bring back the horror.
Yeah, right? Like, that's the best part is, like, the raptor, the whole raptor section of that movie is just like, oh, we made this a slasher movie. And you're like, wow, this is really cool. Like, you gotta, like, hide.
Plus, they don't have feelings either because they're not humans. So, it's like, you can shoot them and not feel remorse.
Yeah, it's like fighting Jason, where you go like, "Oh my God, he's unstoppable," and all. It's great. I think it's really, really cool. That I loved it. 30th anniversary. I hope they stop making more of them.
We already know in like 5 years they're gonna make another one.
Yeah. Ugh, great. And they'll say like, guys, those last two, those don't even count. This one's for the fans.
This is a reboot. Yeah, another reboot.
I hate it.
So do you want to talk about what
I watched? John Wick 4.
The new one?
I watched it. I did. I watched it on a plane. I watched it in two settings. On the way to where I was going and on the way back from where I was, and I did enjoy it quite a bit. The fight scenes were very cool. Every time they stopped and started talking again, I just kept going, keep going,
this
fight more.
This is not what you're about. You're just here to fight, see John Wick shoot a gun.
Yeah, I just want to, and he does so well with it. It's so cool. The bad guy, who's a Bill Skarsgård or whatever, is fucking awesome. He is so cool. And then Donnie Yen as Kane was so sick. Donnie Yen is awesome. And watching him do cool shit is the best ever. So, just have him do that forever. So much fun. When it becomes the Warriors in like the last act, I did not like that. I wish it felt
Come out
like
and
they
play.
got bored. It felt like they got bored making John Wick, so they just went, I want to make the Warriors now. So they just started making the Warriors, and you just kind of go like, oh, why'd you do this? Don't do this. And then
Because we can.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, like, it definitely looks like it's. It looks the least like it's made just by stuntmen, but also at the same time, it looks like it's just made by stuntmen. So, you know, I can't fault it for what it is. It is what it is, and there's nothing wrong with it. When they go into, like, the Hotline Miami sequence of, like, top-down shooting, and he's, like, shooting fireballs out of a shotgun, that's fucking sick as hell. When he drifts in his car and kills like 11 people while drifting endlessly, that's cool as hell. There's a lot of stuff in the movie that's just cool as hell, and you can't fault it for being that. But I will fault it for trying to be the Warriors and not doing a good job at it. So it's good. I liked it.
Okay, I think we're at that mark.
Wow, man, these always fly. I can't believe it. These always fly. Welcome to the new season, everyone listening. Don't forget to follow and like and subscribe. And then in the comments, you have to say what movie that you've been watching. That's so. All this season, you have to leave a comment every time you listen to the new one.
Every single one.
Here's what I'm watching.
Anything you want to promote before I end it?
No way, man. I want to promote the old episodes of this. Go listen to old episodes.
All right. Thanks for coming
Hell
on.
yeah.
I just want to shout out an amazing channel, James the Sheriff Dixon. Oh, he's such a great guy, and he is super cool for coming to the show. I'm glad I got to meet him in person, and you should subscribe.